All right, FightHype.com here with one of the best in the business, former super middleweight champion and one of the best light heavyweights in the world, Badou Jack. Badou, man, before we head into 2019, what'd you think about 2018 and what's the big plans for 2019?
2018 was a kind of slow year for me. I only had one fight, so I wasn't happy about that. I would love to fight three, 4 times a year, stay active, but you know, you live and you learn. Next year is going to be a big year, so yeah, we started January 19th, and hopefully we can get at least 3 fights next year.
Which of the title holders do you want to fight in 2019?
Any one of them. Whoever paid me the most money.
What'd you think of the Gvozdyk fight with Stevenson a couple weeks back?
Yeah, it was a good fight. Thought it was really close. I guess Stevenson was ahead on the scorecards. And you know, we saw what happened after. It was, you know, sad. They ended up in coma, but yeah, thank God he woke up, and you know, it looks like he's recovering now. So you know, I wish him all the best, and the other guy too. Hopefully, I can fight the other guy.
And as a fighter, you know, you probably see what's going on in there better than anybody.
Yeah.
Did you see in that fight, towards those late rounds, Adonis was really pushing himself? Because he's 41, yeah, and that was a good pace for a 41-year-old, 12 round. Like, was he? Do you think he was pushing it, and that's part of why he ended up injured like that?
I mean, he had a really tough fight with me too. So
right.
Maybe that took a little bit out of him. You know, at 41 years old, I don't think I'm gonna fight when I'm that age. You got to give credit. You know, he's a very strong guy. I was in the ring with him. He's very strong, and people give him a lot of, you know, credit, you know, of his whole career. Mm-hmm. But he fought 2 of the toughest fight of his career when he's 41. So, no, he ain't no punk.
Was that the same Stevenson that you fought in June, or did that look like you took a little something out of him?
I mean, he still looked pretty sharp, but and you know, you almost had him out of there in the round before he got stopped. So, in boxing, anything can happen.
Anything you want to send his way? Because I heard he's woken up out of the coma now.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to wish him all the best. We've been praying for him and his family, and hopefully he can get back to normal. And
how much does that play a role in a fighter's mind? That's always that possibility. That's something.
Yeah, I mean, we risk our life every time we step in the ring, and you know, it's the hurt business. You know, that's what we sign up for. But that's what I'm saying. It's easy for people to sit on the internet, talk shit about fighters, but they don't know, you know, what we're going through and how tough it is. So, especially with him, he just had a daughter, I heard, like 2 weeks before the fight. Mm-hmm. And he got kids and family. Whatever he did in the past, you know, he served his time, and you know, he changed his life around, became a world champion, became a good boxer. So I mean, I think people should give him more respect.
Did it trip you out at all? Take you back? Like, man, I was just in the ring with him.
Yeah. I'm very emotional about the whole situation.
Yeah.
You know, thank God he woke up. So
absolutely.
You know, because you know, that could have been me. That could have been anyone. You know.
And did Gvozdyk impress you in that performance?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good finisher. I mean, it was close. I don't know if Adonis was winning or not, but I guess the judges had him winning. It was really close, and he almost knocked him out. So, I mean, but yeah, you got to give respect to this young guy too.
How do you beat him? Because of course you believe you beat him. So how?
I mean, you'll see when it's time. But right now I'm focusing on Marcus Browne.
That's a good fight too. What do you think of Marcus Browne heading into that fight?
I mean, he's a good fighter. Mm-hmm. He's the best guy available. I would rather fight one of the champions, but you know, you can't overlook nobody like him. You know, he's a young, hungry guy, so it's gonna be a good fight.
Would you say he was ducked by the top fighters the last couple of years? I know Kovalev was supposed to fight him. Something had a falling out. It didn't wind up happening. Stuff like that.
I don't think so. No, I think he had a problem with the law. So
okay, thank you.
That's why I didn't fight.
I should know that. Now
I don't think Kovalev is ducking nobody.
Do you think Kovalev beats Alvarez, and can he turn it back and be the crusher again and beat Alvarez?
You never know. I think Alvarez is going to win again. So I heard the interviews, he's making excuses and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see.
Alvarez pretty good, you think, or was it more Kovalev's time's up?
A little bit of both. Alvarez is a good fighter. I sparred with him a couple of times. So
how was that?
That was a long time ago. I mean, sparring is sparring. Even if I got the better of it or whatever, it don't mean shit as sparring. But in a real fight, it's a different story.
You guys are probably a lot better now too with all the experience.
I'm bigger and better, and that was before I fought Darrell, so that was 3-4 years ago. So
And lastly, man, before I let you go, Pacquiao, Broner. I know that fight's in the air now. AB's having some issues, but do you think Broner could pull that fight off? I mean, he is 11 years younger than Pacquiao.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. In boxing, anything can happen, like I said. But I mean, if you go by prime guys, when Pacquiao in his prime and Broner's in his prime, I believe Pacquiao will win. But now it's a different story. I mean, I wish both of them the best.
Would you put? I mean, you're probably not a betting man, but would you recommend someone put some money on Broner, or not? Wouldn't go that far. You still think Pacquiao will win the fight in the end, or like, who do you think will actually win? You know.
I mean, I know Broner personally, so of course I want him to win. Pacquiao is a legend too, so I mean, you can't just go by your heart, but it's gonna be a good fight. And, not as good as the co-main.
Right. Right. So anything you want to, before I let you go, man, anything you want to say about the fight on January 19th on with Marcus Browne? And that's on Fox, right?
Showtime.
Showtime.
Showtime pay-per-view. Tune in. See a great undercard.
It's the co-main event. It's the Pacquiao Broner, man.
Yeah. Tune in.